Let's go. What's up, everybody? I just got done recording a podcast with Dirk Van der Velde, one of my incredible friends. He has a construction company in Bend, Oregon called Momentasize. And I had the opportunity to coach him at the University of Portland his senior year with men's soccer, which we actually won the WCC championship. And now with his construction company, he's documenting his journey and his process of building a business with starting a podcast, posting on YouTube, Instagram, and it was sweet. I've had him on my podcast before, and it was sweet just to jump on and record a podcast with him. I think one thing that's super interesting is this process where, I don't know if you felt this, but when you leave a conversation and you just can't even remember what you guys were talking about. And not in a way that I wasn't present or I don't remember. I don't even remember because I was just lost in the conversation. I was so present. I was just being where my feet are. Honestly, I drove away from the podcast studio and pulled over to record this video. And it's tough to remember what we even talked about because it was just incredible. I really appreciate him, and it's really cool to see what he's doing. And he's a beast. He's a freaking beast. So we'll link his stuff in the show notes so you could check it out. And but this idea, he asked me at the end, like, one way to practice a growth mindset or develop a growth mindset if you don't have one, or you want to get better and grow and continue to just become the best version of you. What books or podcasts would you recommend? I thought it was a really good challenge, and I kind of flipped it. So I brought up the Big Ass Calendar by Itzler, which basically it's this huge calendar with every day on it for the entire year. And the whole point is to design your life, because if you don't, somebody else will. And you write out your misogi, which is basically this Japanese term for writing down your 1 year defining moment or challenge, that there'll be so much impact on that, so much impact from doing that one thing that it will impact every other day for the rest of the year. And then also when you look back, so you say, oh, 2024, that was the year of, it could be running a marathon, it could be running a half marathon, it could be buying a house. That is one that could potentially be my misogi. That one wasn't necessarily fully planned, but then you also do one new thing every 8 weeks. So there's a lot of different stuff. I'll link that in the show notes as well. I won't go through explaining all of that, but I think that was one powerful thing. You can practice having a growth mindset, have more of a growth mindset by designing your life. The other one that I mentioned was Atomic Habits by James Clear. I just think that's a go-to. I think if you haven't read that, read it. If you have read it, read it again, and then put it into action or motion. So action is doing the thing, motion is planning to do the thing. So looking up what running shoes to buy, looking at what gym to go to, that's motion, that's planning. It's helpful, but it can't be the only thing. Action is going to the gym and working out. Action is, instead of looking up shoes, you just wear the shoes you have and go for a run. And then the last one was a little bit different twist. It was this idea of introjection by Billy Oppenheimer, the research assistant for Ryan Holiday, shared this idea, and it was from Andrew Huberman. And basically, it's, you think about the people that you really look up to, and then you write down one attribute of theirs that you want to embody. And then you look at that note card, whether it's like lined up in your car here, or maybe it's at your desk, or both, or in your room. Maybe it's next to where you plug your phone in to charge it, but you write down one person and one attribute. So maybe I say Ryan Holiday, and his attribute is consistently showing up and writing every single day. I probably could get more specific on that. Maybe that will be another video, is who are my people, my like 3 to 5 people. But you absorb those qualities by looking at them every day and actively trying to practice them. So who do you look up to? What is one attribute that they have that you want to embody? And then how are you practicing that every single day? So those are my 3. The Big Ass Calendar by Itzler, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and then last but not least, how can we practice introjection and the process of absorbing qualities that we want to embody that people we look up to already possess. And then, I know this got a little ranty, but it is pretty sick. Just record a podcast with one of your best friends. Like it was cool just to be around Riley, who's running all the media and the behind the scenes work. It was sweet seeing Connor and Dirk in their space working at Momentasize, and then it was dope just being able to talk for like, I lost track of time. I don't remember really what we talked about. I just know it was awesome, and I lost track of time. It was just an incredible conversation. And that's something I want to keep having, is how can I keep having incredible conversations? How can I keep having incredible conversations with people who mean the most to me, and we can discuss things that matter the most? I know we're all just trying to figure it out, and I know I am, and I'm just trying to enjoy that process of trying to figure it out instead of putting this pressure to have it figured out. So I appreciate you just checking out this YouTube video and a little bit of a rant, but we keep stacking days with the Press Record 30 challenge, and we're staying on a mission. So keep stacking those daily deposits and making every day the best day of the year. Until tomorrow.